All right, guys, we're back. I'm George Mossey. This is Marshana Dalius Pavento. Last night we got a brand new episode of 90 Day Fiancé The Other Way. And we saw Alina for the first time. So 3 days before, Steven with a V and Alina are going to move to Turkey to be together and become Turkish people for everyone to. That's just interesting as well. But we found out that Steven was dropping bombs last night. So Steven has told Alina that they were going to wait until marriage and they were going to be virgins and they were going to be pure. But that was actually a complete lie. Steven has had sexual relationships with an S in the past, and Alina has no idea. And he even suggested to her that they stay in separate places in Turkey because he doesn't want to accidentally break the chastity rule of his religion, which I'm torn because I agree that he should do what's right in his religion, but why is it now convenient for him to be right with his religion in this relationship when it wasn't in the past?
So here's the thing. I'm biased, right? I was raised in a cult, an ultra conservative sect of Christianity that is definitely a cult. You share a similar experience to mine. And I feel that religions on a whole try to attack sexuality, particularly female sexuality. Either way, I feel like Stephen needs to understand that sexuality and sexual desire and sexual activity are natural parts of life. And he's been taught that he needs to abstain from that for God knows what reason, and that he needs to have guilt and shame attached to the fact that he's been sexually active. Why is this a secret? You are an adult male, you are healthy and able-bodied. If you've been engaged sexually with young women, I think that is okay. What wouldn't be okay is that if you're still trying to adhere to these false religious doctrines that teach you that sexuality is bad and wrong, and you're trying to portray yourself as that to Alina, meanwhile that's not the case, I think then that becomes wrong. I think he just needs to give up the purity culture ideas and lifestyle and understand that it's not safe to have your lady in a foreign country staying in an apartment by herself in Turkey. I think he needs to stay with her in the same place and make sure that she's safe. She was safe in Russia with her mother and grandmother, and now you're making her leave that behind. I think you need to make sure she's safe first. Leave purity culture alone. The church has lied to you. You don't need to be a virgin and pure in order to maintain holiness or whatever it is you think. That's a lie. Make sure your lady is good, stay with your lady, and leave the BS alone.
I agree. He's coming on too strong with his religion, and it's going to end up ending their relationship before it even starts. All right, so let's talk about Ariella and her ex Leandro, who has arrived in Ethiopia, and not only did she put on her best dress, her best heels, go to the nail salon, get beautiful for him, he brings presents, which are bras. No, I don't even want to go there yet. The first thing she says is when he's holding Avi is, you could have had a baby like this with me, but you didn't want to do it. In front of her baby's father, the savageness of this is almost crazy because everyone sees what's going on. Even Biniam sees what's going on. She's bringing him back to see what her options are. Biniam cannot provide the lifestyle she's used to. Her parents are doctors. She's used to traveling the world. She's not used to working. She's not used to having to pay for things on her own. And now that he's done with his doctorate, she's ready to see what her options are.
You know, here's the thing. Last night I tweeted that like it was way too early in the episode to hit me with Ariella and Biniam. It was just way too early. Ariella is nails on a chalkboard for me. It's the utter hypocrisy that we all know Biniam could never ever even dream of having this level of relationship with an ex, and here she is doing the same thing. And furthermore, when she's sitting there crying in front of Biniam over the loss of her relationship with Leandro, and she's saying like, I just wanted to leave it as an option. I didn't want to really call it and say it was over. And I know it's fucked up, but like, I just wanted to know, like, I just wanted to leave the option open to come back. It just shows you how she treats people. It really dictates her narcissism and the way she uses people, because we can say whatever we want about Leandro, but it seems like at the time when their marriage was coming to an end, that Ariella really did him wrong. And it seems to me that Ariella only lives her life in hindsight. And it seems to me that once this relationship with Biniam is over, which it will be, and her child doesn't have a father, and Leandro hopefully doesn't take her back, that she will then realize also how she treated Biniam. It's like she can only get the revelation after the fact. And it's like, you're a mom now, and you chose to make a baby with an Ethiopian, and you chose to move to Ethiopia. It is not fair for you to be sitting here running back trying to chase an ex now that he has a doctorate. He's well accomplished. You ran all over the world. It wasn't everything you thought it would be, and now you want it back. People are not like where you could put them down today and pick them up tomorrow. That's not how you treat people. And I think she needs to learn the hard way.
She does. She's going to end up alone the way that she is. And I did catch Leandro say last night that his girlfriend helped him pick out the bras.
Yes. I believe he has a girlfriend at all. I think that's just something he threw at Biniam to throw him off the track. That was a red herring.
I did feel like it was completely off the wall. It was strange the way he brought it up. I was like, this is just a way to make it seem less obvious of what's taking place here. He's here to survey his wife and his baby that he's going to take from you. That's literally what was taking place. He was there to see if Ariella is still in good shape, if the baby's in good shape, and when they can take them away.
And I hope that Leandro doesn't do that, right? Like, just to teach Ariella a lesson. You diss this man. You can't expect him to come back around and take you on as a baby mother to somebody else and raise someone else's child. I just want her to really learn the error of her ways the hard way. Leandro, don't be a refuge for her. Don't be a safe place for her to fall. Don't be, a second option. She had you, she was married to you, and she pissed it away because she felt like you would be there. Don't be there for her and teach her a lesson. That's what I really want to happen to Ariella. And it's at least for this one, we all are watching the same show because everyone on Twitter was in consensus of Ariella and how we feel about her. There are other people on this show we disagree on, but I think everyone agrees on the fact that Ariella is absolutely narcissistic and manipulative.
You're right. Everybody's on the same page. And I said last night, I am really excited for when Wish and Biniam's sisters all come together and confront this situation for what it is, because Biniam won't do it. I don't know if he, out of respect for his baby's mother, he doesn't want to confront it. But I want the sisters, because the sisters will confront the situation for what it is. They will say, look, you should not be here. You should not be in her house. You should not be holding their child. This is unacceptable. And I'm just ready for them to come and be real. Be real about it.
I think she was holding the baby when she said that comment about, oh, you could have had a baby like this with me, but you said no. The way, though, she was standing next to him, stroking him while he was holding her son. It was like she was being a more beaming, glowing wife and mother to him than she was. I've never seen her have that look in her eye when she and Biniam are engaging as a family. But the way she was engaging with Leandro was as if they were a family. That troubled me greatly.
She was giddy. I think I used the term last night. She was giddy the whole day. The smile and the anticipation on her face I've never seen. When she was flying to Ethiopia to be with Biniam, that energy did not match the energy that she had when Leandro was going to see her. That giddy energy, we knew what was taking place. And it was obviously terrible and sad because Biniam knew, he could see what was taking place. He was literally hurt when he noticed that she forgot her ring. He said, I know what's taking place right now. She forgot her ring. I just can't believe what's happening in front of our eyes. I want to know what's going to happen. And I did see on the preview for next week that Biniam was training with Leandro, and Leandro tapped out and Biniam didn't let him go. So I think the tension is definitely there. I can't wait to see what goes on then. That's it for part 2, guys. That's everything that happened this week. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Make sure you live tweet with us. I'm going to put our Twitters at the bottom. I'm at George Mossey. This is at Marshana Dahlia. And we will be live tweeting the show next Sunday as well. Thanks for joining us, guys, and we'll see you all real soon. Have a great holiday.